positive behavior of student athletes, cheerleaders, band members, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation.
Welcome to Lancaster Baptist High School. Tonight, high school football action. The Academy of Careers and Exploration, the Eagles, versus Lancaster Baptist, also the Eagles. Both teams 0-0 in conference. This is technically a non-conference game. The Eagles of the Academy are 1-1. The Lancaster Baptist Eagles are 1-0. Hi, everyone. I'm Larry Wolf, along with the principal, the one and only Eric Lee, our color commentator. Eric, what should we look for tonight?
Dual threat quarterbacks. I think we can expect a lot of action, a lot of touchdowns. There's a little bit of a mystery element, though, to the game tonight, Larry. Both teams are missing some of their biggest contributors so far in this early season. Lancaster Baptist due to injury and Ace due to some other factors. So there's a little bit of unknown out there tonight as well.
It looks as though both teams don't have a lot to draw from, only 17, 18-man rosters, and that can really hurt you in the depth department.
Yeah, I think we'll see a lot of guys play on both sides of the field. A lot of guys play special teams as well. That's the beauty of 8-man football. You oftentimes get to see guys playing in a lot of different roles and positions throughout the night.
Special shout-out to Emilio Patterson. Of course, he had that heartbreaking injury out for the year. Tough break for him. He's watching tonight, I do believe.
Larry, I got a late update right before the game tonight. Emilio has made his way to the sidelines, and he's going to be on the sidelines tonight. He broke his femur last Friday night, and it's been really an amazing week for him. But I'm so thankful to see him on the sidelines tonight. I know it meant a lot to him to get to be here for his team.
So he's on the sideline. He's not watching the game.
Yeah, that's right.
Glad to have him here.
He'll watch the replay, I'm sure.
Judge Koffel, of course, is the quarterback for the Academy. New to the position, his dad's an old quarterback, as I understand it, from Illinois.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I spoke to his dad in the pregame. He's got a sports background. Judge Koffel is a basketball guy, I think, for most of his life this year to try to decide to give football a try, and I guess he's pretty good at it.
And, of course, Lancaster Baptist has a pretty solid quarterback situation. I remember Cameron Moore from last year, and he's only a sophomore. Tell me about him.
Yeah, Camden's a really good athlete. I get to coach him on the basketball team as well. He's entering his second year now as a starting quarterback at Lancaster Baptist. He's got all the physical tools, and the mental side of the game's really coming along. And in the backfield right next to him is Peyton Langley, who played quarterback at the start of last season, so the running back or the quarterback could throw it at any point for Lancaster Baptist.
And I suppose with Langley and Camden Moore, you could probably have a flea flicker or two if you wanted to.
Absolutely. And, I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Alvarez pull that out of the hat tonight.
Beautiful night for football. They've teed it up. Lancaster Baptist is going to kick it off, and we're just about underway. Here comes the kick. They bluff an onside kick, and the kick is off. Bouncing down, hit in the air, on the run, picked up nicely, and off to the races. Game-saving, play-saving tackle.
That was Tim Hallisey on the tackle, Larry. We'll see him maybe get a few carries tonight, maybe late at running back. Tim's a sophomore at Lancaster Baptist. But Leone had a really nice return there, gets it all the way to midfield almost for Ace in great field position to start this ball game.
I thought he was off to the races.
Larry, I should mention Ace is missing their top wideout, number 1, Daniel Ford, tonight, so we look for number 2, Antonio Thomas, to step up in a big way for them.
Coffee.
Koffel waits for the snap. Referee whistle.
I think we've got an issue with the chains, Larry.
As in they are on the ground.
We should mention tonight, in case anybody's watching at home and wondering if their eyes are deceiving them, only 2 referees tonight. That'd be unusual for a Friday night football game, but the CIF is dealing with quite a bit of ref shortages, so if we got anybody who's watching tonight and wants to be a ref, this is your call to put your application in.
Dana Furman is the referee, Matthew Berry the head linesman, and they're going to do it one in front and one in back. Technically, Furman is the referee, Matthew Berry is the head linesman, amongst other things.
Okay, I think we're ready for play.
Coffer has the snap, looks downfield, the rush is on. Rolls to his right, has a seam, tries to get to the outside, and wrapped up nicely. They want a flag on this sideline, and there it goes. Flag is thrown.
Yeah, I think Peyton Langley may have got face masked there. Didn't have to, obviously didn't mean to, but right as he was about to go out of bounds, Langley, I think, got him by the face mask.
Looked like almost a clothesline.
Oh. He's got a hold and a face
Double
mask.
fouls. Okay, they're going to have to do it again.
Yeah, we're going to replay first.
Down.
Coffer Waits has the snap. Oh, first man into the backfield, wraps him up immediately.
That was Marcos Ortiz. Marcos is a junior for Lancaster Baptist. It was Josh Hillquist who got the carry, and he did not have any room to move. It was Ortiz in the backfield immediately for the Eagles.
Or time. No time to even think. Just get hit.
Yeah, Marcos is really coming into his own, and he's stepping up in a big way with Isaiah Kalika also out for injury for Lancaster Baptist.
Second down at about 15. Fumble. Look out. Who's going to get it? I think Lancaster Baptist does have the ball. We'll see.
On the play.
First down, Eagles. The Lancaster Baptist Eagles. We have Eagles against the Eagles tonight.
Yeah, I think it was number 85, Gideon Connor, defensive end, that got on the ball first for the Eagles, and they'll take over with great field position of their own. Looks like they're going to start on the Ace 32-yard line here on this drive.
Mort brings him out.
Looks like Tiago DePalarosa is going to get the start at running back in place of Emilio Payton there at the wing, Camden, and of course at quarterback.
Mort out of the gun. Whispers something to his running back. Has the snap. And they give it to the running back to the near sideline. Inside the 30.
That was Tiago DePalarosa, Larry, and if anybody's been listening to Lancaster Baptist games for a while, they've heard that name DePalarosa. Tiago's brother Marcos, his brother Felipe, and his brother Lucas all donned the Eagle jerseys in prior years.
Don't forget his mother who takes the tickets on the way in here. I got to see her.
That was a gain of about 2.5. The Eagles will have second and medium here.
Langley in the backfield. They might snap it to him. Langley's going to run. And wrapped up right away.
Yeah, really no room for Peyton to get anything going there. Looks like off the right side of the defensive line, they got in there quickly. It's going to be 3rd and about 7.
Langley looked like he was calling for the ball right off of the snap.
3rd down, 7 to go.
I'm going to highlight 22 Jude Atherton and predict that that's where the ball goes here on 3rd down. Jude had a really nice game last week, caught a touchdown from about this position on the field last week against Fraser Mountain. We'll see if the Eagles go to him here. They've got Gideon Connor split left, Jude split right, along with Peyton. Tiago in the backfield with Camden.
3rd and about 7. Lord looks downfield to his left, throws over the middle, picked up nicely at the 10-yard line.
That's the guy I called out, Larry. That was
surely
Jude
did.
Atherton. Jude is really coming into his own. I'm looking forward to him playing power forward for me this year on the basketball team. He's using that size and length there. About a 20-yard pickup for the Eagles to pick up 1st and goal here.
So you're really hoping there's no injuries.
Yeah, I can't have 22 or 85 get injured. They're my center and power forward this year on the basketball team.
1st down. It's 1st and goal. It's inside the 10-yard line. 9:44 remaining here in the first quarter. Eagles and the Eagles, the Academy versus Lancaster Baptist. Ward has the snap, looks to his left, looks to his right, throws for the end zone. Man is open. Langley's there and hauls it in for the touchdown.
What a beautiful ball from Camden Ward. Larry, last week he overthrew a couple to Peyton where he had him. That time he dropped it in a bucket for Peyton for 6.
And it was a touch pass. A lot of verticality to it.
Yeah, the Eagles go run, and then pass, and have a lot of success in the air. Beautiful catch and throw from Camden to Peyton.
9:34, 6-0 now. Lancaster on top.
Eagles are going to go for 2. They struggled on PATs last week, Larry, so I'm not surprised to see them going for 2 early. Looks like there's a little confusion, though, about what the play call is.
2 wide receivers now to the left with Langley in motion. Ward has the snap. Throws to his left. It is over the outstretched hand. Incomplete.
Yeah, he was intended for Tiago. I think he wanted to lead him a little bit there, kind of thrown behind him. Tiago had to try to adjust. Pretty difficult play to try to make there, so it'll stay 6-0 for Lancaster Baptist here. 9:30 left in the first quarter.
Lancaster draws first blood.
Welcome back to us, Emilio Patterson, back in our
Nice to hear that. They're recognizing Emilio Patterson right now on the sideline.
Yeah, it's been a really amazing last 7 days in Emilio's life. And Larry, I'll be honest with you, I have never seen a young man handle a more difficult injury better than Emilio. He's a senior, and in all likelihood, he won't get to wear that Lancaster Baptist football jersey again. But we could not be more proud of the young man that he is and the response he's had. He actually spoke to the student body on Wednesday at school and gave a powerful testimony, and we're just extremely proud of the young man that he is.
Eagles to kick off again. Nice kick. Over the shoulder catch. Cuts to the inside, then to the outside. Almost off to the races and dragged down at about the 35-yard line.
You know, it was a different style of run back, but almost the same result of the first one, and almost the same result to a T, because it was Tim Hallisey that helped make the tackle along with Matthew Averbeck there, just shy of the 35-yard line. So still really good field position for Ace. Larry, we haven't seen Judge Koffel throw it yet, but we know that's in his arsenal, the lefty. I'd look for him to go to number 2, Antonio Thomas, pretty quickly in this possession.
Leon with quite the zigzag on the return. Out of the gun. Little bit of running room up the middle. Perhaps 6 or 7 yards.
Larry, this was Dylan Sagapolu, and I hope I got that right for his family tonight. That was a nice run by Dylan. He got it almost to midfield, so that's going to bring up second and about 4 or 5 for Ace.
Judge Coffer at the helm. 8:56 as the Academy tries to answer. At midfield, of course, midfield in 8-man football is the 40. It's actually the 39. Pitch to the left. Coming toward the near sideline right in front of us. Now cuts to the other side.
Really nice pursuit by Isaiah Banuelos on the backside there. Larry limited that gain to only 2 yards. The Eagles did a nice job of stretching it out as long as they could. Then Banuelos came from the backside, made the tackle, brings up 3rd and 2 for Ace here.
Keeping in their lanes to prevent the cutback or getting to the outside.
We'll see what Aaron Gansky draws up here. He's diagramming sentences in the morning as an English teacher and diagramming plays in the afternoon as the head ball coach for Ace.
Thomas, the wide receiver, to the near side.
I don't think
Stacked
he got
up
there.
and dropped. I think they're shy of the first down by about a yard.
Yeah, I thought he initially was going to pass the first down marker, but he's just short. It's going to bring up 4th and about a half a yard, maybe a full yard. Yeah, right at a full yard is what they're going to spot him. 4th and 1. Ball looks like it's spotted on the Eagles, Lancaster Baptist Eagles, that is 37 and a half. Oh, yeah, it's less than a yard, Larry. That's really about, maybe, goodness, about a foot.
Sagapolo was the ball carrier. He's in the backfield again. Dylan. It's a keeper, and they've got the first down.
Yeah, really good call by Gansky there. QB just kept it, picked it up. That'll bring up, that'll be first down for Ace. Ball looks like it's to the Lancaster Baptist, just inside their 35, but really like that play call on 4th and short.
With Sagapolo lurking as a possible ball carrier. Keeper gets the job done.
We'll see if Koffel goes to the air. It's been all the ground game so far for Ace.
7:12 remaining here in the first quarter. 6-0, Lancaster Baptist on top. Academy trying to answer. They pitch it to the right. Good penetration and the takedown.
We just saw him catch a pass on offense. He plays tight end and receiver on offense, and now he makes a huge play for a loss in the backfield. Number 22, Jude Atherton. That's going to be a loss of 6 or more, maybe 7 on the play. Great play by Jude. It looked like he was basically untouched.
With only 17 or so players suited up, you've got to have guys going both ways.
Jude's got prototypical DN size. He's got the length and athleticism. He's really coming into his own as a senior.
He's listed at only 130. I think he's a little heavier than that.
I think so.
Possible pass downfield. Has a man open, but it's broken up nicely. Cutting across. De Palarosa.
Yeah, really nice play by Tiago. I think Koffel, if he could have that one back, would have just released it a little bit earlier. He had Antonio Thomas, but the pause there allowed Tiago to get into good position.
Too much time.
And I don't know what he's got diagrammed here, but it's 3rd and really long for Ace. 3rd and 17 here early in this first quarter.
I'd imagine you might want to think about getting half of it perhaps, and then you've got a decision to make if you can get that much out of it. We'll see. Anything's possible in 8-man football.
They're going to go empty here.
Carver to pass. Rushed. Steps up in the pocket and then is wrapped up.
It's Jude Atherton again. Jude and Isaiah Banuelos combine on the sack, give them each half a sack, and it's 4th and really long for Ace now.
That makes the decision a lot easier.
Isaiah and Jude are both seniors, leaders, captains on the roster, and both playing really well early on in this football game.
I think Hillquist might be the one that punts. We'll see.
Yeah, I saw 19 Sagapolu and 6 Cast a lot working in the pregame, but we'll see who they send out here. Looks like late substitutions. Yeah, you're right, Larry. It is Hillquist.
Josh sets up at his 20. Long count. High snap. He goes to get it. Can he get it off? No, he's wrapped up. Huge
Jude
turnover.
Atherton.
On downs.
Jude Atherton there again. Lancaster Baptist for a second straight drive will take over after a turnover with great field position.
Couldn't have had a better result on the punt. My goodness.
Yeah,
Ball's at the 19.5-yard line.
Ball spotted just inside the 20. Great field position to start this drive again for LBS.
Available at the concession stand. All proceeds go to LBS Athletics.
Mord makes ready. Golden opportunity for Lancaster Baptist.
Empty set, just Camden back there.
And in motion to the right. Little misdirection. For the end zone they go. Finally falling incomplete. There were about a second and a half of time there where it could have been picked off, it could have been caught, or it could have been incomplete. It falls incomplete.
He looked like a basketball player there. That ball was thrown up to Jude Atherton, but really nice coverage by Dylan Sagapolu on the play. Made it a difficult catch. Jude almost got it off the deflection, but wasn't able to bring it down. Second down here for the Eagles.
Highly disputed rebound.
Yeah, I need him to get up like that for rebounds all season, Larry.
4 wide receivers now, 2 left and 2 right. Obviously a passing set, but who knows? Mord has the ball, looks right, throws for the end zone, man open. Can he get there? Incomplete, looking for a possible flag. I don't see one.
Man, Larry, that one was just a little too much air. We talked about how much air was on that first touchdown pass. Wanted just a little bit less air on that one. Peyton Langley had a step.
It almost drew the penalty, though.
It did. Almost drew him right back into the defender. But the Eagles had what they want. Lancaster Baptist had what they wanted there, just wasn't able to connect. Probably look to go to the air again here, Larry. 3rd and 10 on the Ace 20-yard line.
Mord waits for the ball. Has it. Option. Tries to cut inside. Has some running room. Now to the outside. He's got a shot at the end zone. And is in.
That
Touchdown.
Was really nice, Larry. The Eagles did not go back to the air. They run the option. A lot of attention goes to Tiago Palarosa. Camden makes a couple of nice moves, and Camden finds the end zone with his legs.
One thing I liked a lot about that run is you could tell he was looking in, he was looking out, and kind of deciding as the play developed.
Yeah, he really did a nice job of reading what was available there and taking what they gave him. And a lot of happy folks on the Lancaster Baptist sideline on this beautiful Friday night.
12-0 now. They'll go for 2 again. Man in motion to the right. Ward looks to the right. Beautiful catch, but I think he's shy. No good.
That was maybe the nicest catch you'll ever see on a failed two-point conversion attempt. I mean, a beautiful grab by Peyton, just a tad short of the
It
goal
was
line.
perfect, except maybe a third of a yard short.
Yep. Yeah, just needed to be a little bit deeper on the route.
Score remains 12-0 now. Lancaster Baptist on top. We'll be back with more action, I believe, after this timeout.
Keep up the great work from Mom and Family. Big shout out to number 8, Lawrence, from Mom and Family.
The easiest way to explain NDI is simply by saying that it's like the doctor for airplane. Anything that can be done on a human, we do it on an aircraft. So it's all about being preventative and avoiding catastrophic failure of the aircraft. So that's why it's an important skill set to have at this installation.
Non-destructive inspection.
We are back to the action. Here comes the kickoff. The Academy with the ball, coming toward the near sideline. Hillquist knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, after two really good returns by Aiden Leone, they switched it up, and it's Hillquist on the return, just short of the 30-yard line where Ace will take over.
The Academy really needs a drive here to stay in the game. They trail by 12. And, of course, that can be nothing in an 8-man football game, but you've got to score at some point to stay close.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that Antonio Thomas hasn't touched the ball yet. He's a really good-looking athlete out there for Ace. I would be surprised if the ball doesn't go his way soon.
It's a keeper coming toward the near sideline with running room, has the first down, cuts inside and wrapped up inside the 40-yard line.
Really nifty footwork for number 12, Judge Koffel. He kind of spin moved out of there. His dad told us he's a basketball player, Larry, and he looked like one there. Spin move out of the defender's arms into a nice open patch of grass on the short side of the field, and a nice positive gain for Ace on first down.
He's a small kid, too. He was living dangerously. Leapt into the air, got the first down.
It's in his pedigree, though. Dad played QB at Southern Illinois, and he's got an athletic gene pool to draw from.
He'll fill out because his dad is a Husky guy, too. Man in motion. Give up the middle, but wrapped up immediately for a loss of a yard.
It's the second time we've seen Marcos Ortiz in on a play really early. Nice play from Marcos. It's going to be a loss of 1 on the play for Ace. It's 2nd and 11. They're behind the chains here early.
Sagapulo is stopped.
Also 2 yards on the play, 2nd down, 12 to go.
Larry, we should mention that Ace comes from Hellendale, California, the Silver Lakes area, about an hour and 30 minutes here from Lancaster. They're a fairly new program, and school's been around for about 15 years, but they're doing a great job with these guys.
Trying to get back in it here. Sagapulo again, breaks a tackle, hit hard, still fighting and down just inside the 40.
That looked like number 87, Andrew Oriana, in on the tackle. Andrew's an amazing story, Larry. He's also the kicker for the Eagles. He's a junior at our school, and it's been a difficult last few months for Andrew. He lost his mother to cancer in May, and plays to honor her, and we're really proud of the young man that Andrew Oriana is.
Wow, that's a toughie.
His brother's a graduate of our school, and we love Andrew, and so does his teammates, and he's doing a great job honoring his mom.
Hope in the resurrection.
Amen. Amen. 3rd and short, Larry. We'll see if they go with that QB keeper that they went with early again here.
Sagapulu, tall and tough.
He's checking the play.
Koffel has the snap. He's throwing. Way up in the air, coming down on the near sideline. I think he got a foot in, but they're calling it incomplete.
Yeah, that foot came down right on the white, Larry. It really did. And man, he had a guy there. That was Antonio Thomas, who we highlighted at the start of this drive. Just a little too much on it, and wasn't able to quite get the foot in. It was really close on the sideline.
It was almost a pop fly way up in the air.
4th and 2, it looks like Ace is definitely going to keep the offense on the field here. We'll see if they go with a heavy package and try to keep it on the ground or go back to the air. That play was checked, though, there at the line of scrimmage. It looked like Koffel saw something, and he definitely had Antonio Thomas open. They just weren't able to connect.
Looks like Hillquist is going to punt now.
You're right, yeah. I thought they were going to keep the offense on the field, but you're right, Larry.
I saw Koffel come off. He wasn't thrilled. I think he wanted to go in there and get another shot at it.
And that brings us to the end of the
You
first
heard it.
quarter.
We are out of time in the first quarter. At the end of one, 12-0, Lancaster Baptist. We'll be back with more action after this timeout.
On October 3rd, doors open at 6 o'clock with Eagle Hour specials and kickoff at 7 o'clock. RSVP to be entered into an exclusive raffle and enjoy half-price concessions all night long.
We are back here at Lancaster Baptist. The Academy versus Lancaster, the Eagles against the Eagles.
I talked to Coach Gansky in the pregame, Larry, and I'd have to fact check him on this, but I have no reason not to believe him. He told me that Ace is going to play 7 of their 8 games against Eagles this year.
That's a popular name. Here comes Hillquist with the punt. It's 4th and 12. They were down a player. And they get it off. Just got the kick away. It doesn't look like much, but I think kicks near the sideline are so safe. In 8-man football, it's so much better that there's no run back. It doesn't matter if you only get 25 yards. You don't want to run back.
I agree with you, Larry. And for the first time tonight, Lancaster Baptist will have to drive most of the length of the field. That was a really nice punt by Hillquist. Good snap by the long snapper. And Lancaster Baptist has to go most of the length of the field to score this time.
If you can get it out of bounds, there's no penalty. Obviously, on a kickoff you can't do it, but on a punt you sure can.
$1 shout outs available.
Eagles offensive line's doing a really good job tonight. Jeremiah Banuelos, Marcos Ortiz, Isaiah Banuelos, Gideon Connor, and Jude Atherton on the line here. We've got 2 backs in the backfield this time.
Academy really need a stop on this series. Eagles in control. A pitch to the outside. What a play. Beautiful catch by Langley and all the way to the 40-yard line.
I hope the camera captured that. So they go back to the option. This time Camden pitches it early, but Larry, Peyton squeezed that against his nameplate on the back and somehow got it around to the front and still picked up 20 yards or so on the play.
Not just that, the fact that he was running fast as he did all this.
He did it all simultaneously. I'd love to watch that one again on film. That was a really cool play.
1st and 10 at midfield. Sagapulu into the game defensively for the Academy. Coming toward the near sideline. On the option. Defended well down at the 35.
Coach Alvarez
Looked promising at first, but the hole closed, if you will.
I think Coach Alvarez said, we scored on the option play. We picked up 20 on the option play. We're going to run the option play until they stop. At that time, it was pitched to Tiago de Palarosa pretty early. Picked up about 5.
It really taxes your decision-making guys. They've got to make good decisions or it can be disastrous.
And I don't think Lancaster Baptist showed a lot of this on film last week in their first game of the season, so maybe a tough adjustment here for Ace.
Mord waits for the snap. Langley in motion. Takes the ball up the middle. Has the first down all the way to the 27.
And I thought that was a really creative play call. They fake the run to Tiago and then go right through the same hole with a second draw to Peyton Langley and picks up the first down. Nice creative design there by the Eagles.
In a sense, a very safe way to go because it looked exotic in a sense, but really it was an up-the-gut play, and it worked quite well to get the first down.
Yeah, and decoy / lead blocker for Tiago get in front. Nice design by the Eagles. Looks like we've got a timeout on the field. I think maybe a defensive timeout by Ace.
10:19 remaining.
$1 shout out
Once again,
to our cheer
they
squad,
can bend, but they sure don't want to break on this
coached by
drive.
Adam Finley and Danielle Tanner. A special thank you and shout out to our LBS
Both teams talk it
cheer
over on the
squad.
sideline.
I just keep looking over there and smiling. It's so good to see Emilio Patterson. He's on crutches, but he's upright, and it's really, really good to see him on the Eagles sideline.
That's awful fast for a femur. I have a relative that broke her femur, and it just really can be a long, debilitating situation, and he's already on crutches.
Yeah, he's got a metal rod in there and a few screws, but he's upright, and that's really good to see. And I know it's really good for the Eagle fans to see tonight as well.
First and 10. Mord with 3 wide receivers to the right. Stack right. Will he come left as a change of pace? Oh, they're going to come left. Here comes Langley toward the near sideline. Has the first down and out of bounds at about the 20.
Really like the creativity on this drive. They go trips right, send once again Tiago across first. He kind of gets out and lead blocks. Peyton comes behind, and really creative design. I don't think the Eagles didn't show much of this last week, so some new stuff put in this week for this matchup against Ace.
I thought with a 3 on the right they might just come straight left with a keeper, but no, they brought the 3 with them.
Yeah, and then they're going to keep Tiago in the backfield this time. Then they'll go 2 right with Jude and Peyton. Gideon eligible at the left tight end spot. A lot of different formations and looks early.
Second down. Pass toward the end zone. Brought in nicely. Tackled near the goal line. Is he in?
That was a beautiful back shoulder pass from Camden Moore to Jude Atherton. And you can almost watch the connection develop play and week after week early in the season. Jude is becoming Camden's go-to guy here in the scoring portion of the field. That was a beautiful throw and catch on the back shoulder for the Eagles.
I think it's actually inside the one. We'll see where the yard marker is placed.
I'm going to predict QB sneak here, Larry. They're going to do a little Philadelphia Eagle tush push here on the goal line.
It looks like it. Mord looks like he's got it. Touchdown.
It's exactly what they went to. Coach Alvarez loves to run that down in the goal line area when they're about a yard out. And they easily, great push from the Eagle offensive line, from the Lancaster Baptist offensive lineman. I got to shout out number 56, Jeremiah Benuelos, Larry. He's the center. I said, Jeremiah, what do you want the world to know about you tonight? I asked him that in the pregame. He said, tell him I like to eat. I said, what do you like to eat? He said, enchilada. So I'm going to call you the big enchilada tonight, Jeremiah.
He helped with a block. They're going to go for 2 again.
I actually think
nothing.
I think they were going to try to kick it here. We got Isaac Galan to try to kick it, number 72. They're going to try the PAT.
Galan sets up. High snap. It's a bluff. Langley rolling to his right, looks for the end zone, throws it up in the air. What's going to happen? It does fall to the ground, incomplete. Third time now, the Academy has stopped the extra point.
That's been the most unsuccessful play for the Eagles tonight, the point after attempt or 2-point after attempt. Outside of that, they've pretty much had their way. It's an 18-0 lead for the Eagles, and we're setting in on a perfect night here in Lancaster, California. Larry, we've got a nice, just gentle wind and a great crowd. Can't think of a much better atmosphere for Friday nights in Lancaster.
Academy will get it back. Hillquist back for the kick. We'll see if the Academy Eagles can get something going here in the second quarter.
From Sade Fasten Road, $1 shout-outs available at the concession stand.
We have the whistle. Here comes the kick. Bounces in front of Hillquist. Picks it up on the far sideline. And wrapped up at about the 22.
Larry, that was the kicker, Andrew Oriana. He kicked it down there and made the tackle on the play. He did that last week too, Larry. He's developing a knack for that.
Kaffa leads him out. Once again, the Academy really could use a drive here. One that eats up clock and ends in a score. Otherwise, it could be a long night trailing 18-0 already. Thomas, the wide receiver, on the near sideline. Koffel out of the gun. Gonna keep it, comes to the near sideline, gets past the 20. Gets about 5 yards.
I think it's the exact same play they called just a few possessions ago where he catches it in the backfield, does a little spin move, comes to the short side of the field. That time Lancaster Baptist was in better position. Nice play in space by Jude Atherton there. Made it a short gain on the play.
I'm going to call it 3 for all the effort, for sure.
That was an interesting formation. He was in shotgun, like you mentioned, Larry, but maybe only a yard and a half off the ball, so almost like a little pistol formation.
Sagapulu, the lone setback, 2 wide receivers split to the left. Koffel, now Sagapulu in motion, 3 wide receivers. And it's a keeper. Good yardage on the far sideline. Speaking of nifty play calling.
Yeah, Judge Koffel starting to use his legs a little bit. Peyton Langley took him out of bounds right at about midfield, but definitely good enough for an ace first down, and they're finding a little bit with the run game with Judge Koffel. He's showing his speed a little bit.
Creative play, little misdirection. Here comes Hillquist into the game. Sagapulu out.
Larry, I'm hearing from a lot of former Eagles tonight watching us as well from around the world tonight, so great to hear a lot of former Eagles tuning in.
Any parents from the Midwest?
Yes, sir. You know it. Norman, Oklahoma's tuned in.
Koffel goes backwards. Big loss.
That was the first time I think we've seen Ryder Mapes touch the ball tonight, and it was a big loss on the play. It's going to bring up second and about 16 for Ace.
16 to go.
Larry, you mentioned my folks, Norman, Oklahoma's preparing for college game day tomorrow. We got the Michigan Wolverines rolling into town.
That should be an interesting, good one.
Isn't that a great uniform matchup? Michigan versus Oklahoma. Man, that's beautiful uniforms.
It just seems like the way the system is set up now, you're getting more competitive games early, and that makes all the difference.
Absolutely.
No blowouts. Pivnik Tech is not going to be on TV. Rush is on. Nice move. Running room. To the 40, off to the races for the moment. Has the first down. Beautiful run by Koffel.
Judge Koffel is starting to come into his own on this drive. He made a couple of Eagles miss. It certainly wasn't really a designed keeper by Judge, but he's really showing his legs to be a vital weapon for Ace on this drive. And for the first time tonight, Larry, they're inside the 25 of Lancaster Baptist.
Real scoring opportunity here. 1st and 10. Sagapulu back in the game. The lone setback. Thomas on the near sideline. Koffel. Rushed. Steps up in the pocket. Tries to get away. And is wrapped up.
Really nice job by the Eagles defensive line there. We saw Gideon Connor, Andrew Oriana, Isaiah Banuelos, and Jude Atherton all create some pushback there. Also Marcos Ortiz, don't want to forget him. And the Eagles bowing up here as Ace tried to move into scoring territory.
Koffel came toward the sideline, got instructions from the coaching staff, and leads him out. Second call at 17. Looks like a run formation. But they're going to pass. Rushes on, steps up in the pocket, hit from behind and dropped. Good pursuit.
Yeah, it was Isaiah Banuelos in there first, but he was able, Koffel was able to avoid Banuelos, and Jude Atherton with another sack. Jude Atherton having a really big night for the Eagles. It's 3rd and really, really long. And Larry, I said, shouting out a few Eagles, you may remember these names last year. Ethan Cox, remember that one? Number 15, watching? He's watching. Sammy Flores, number 20. Ethan Weddock, Austin Yarbrough. You said their names a lot last year, Larry. And even Michael Averbeck's tuning in. He was an Eagle a couple of years ago. His brother Matthew's on the team. Lots of former Eagles watching us from around the country tonight.
Hope they're doing well. Right now, you got to think they might try 2 plays, so they don't need all of it. Pass downfield. Beautiful leaping catch. Is it a complete? I think so. Oh, my goodness.
It's the first time we've been able to see Antonio Thomas reel one in. He's a really athletic-looking, speaking of basketball players, he looks like one out there. He threw it up. He got it. Larry, you'd think easy first down, but that's just back to the original line of scrimmage.
He got the rebound. Reception brought in. And now he goes to the far sideline. Hillquist. The other wide receiver on the left side. Sagapulu on the right. They're going to go to Sagapulu, it looks like. Throws over the middle. He's got it. Nice play. Good reaction. Good recognition. I think we got a first down.
That was a beautiful ball by Judge Koffel. I mean, he fired that in there kind of like a dart, and that picks up the first down. So from third and about 30, Larry, it felt like, Ace picks up the first down with two really nice passing plays.
First one was a receiver conversion, if you will, and that one was just a really nice pass. Koffel again, looks like he's going to keep it. Now comes to the near sideline and wrapped up in the open field at about the 11-yard line.
Ace is threatening here, and they've really found some momentum on this drive and settling in nicely. And we'll see if they can punch it in and try to make this game a little closer.
They need to punch it in and eat up the rest of the clock, and go into the locker room would be just what the doctor would order for them, perhaps.
And they've been able to eat some clock, too, keep the Lancaster Baptist offense that they've not been able to stop off the field for a while as well.
Three wide receivers split to the left. Interesting formation. Koffel waits for the snap. He's going to throw to the left. Almost a dump-off screen, if you will. Sagapulu can't get it.
Yeah, he was mad at himself right away. He just threw a couple of really nice balls. That one he just sailed.
And it's third down.
The Eagle fans haven't had to make too much noise tonight, but athletic director Justin Ingham is trying to get them to make some noise on this third down here.
Third and not quite goal. They can get a first down, I do believe.
I would throw it up to Thomas, Larry.
Little dump-off screen. Hit right away. Langley.
Really nice play by Peyton. You were on it, Larry. He smothered it as soon as he touched it. And that's going to bring up fourth and really long. I don't know much about the kicking game for Ace, but if they've got one, this would be the time to use it.
Langley really had good ball recognition. He couldn't quite bring him down.
He sniffed that out right away. And it does look like, Larry, they're going to bring out the kicker. Looks like Ace is going to try to kick a field goal here to bring it back to 2 possessions and make it a 15-point game. It is Dylan Sagapolu, who we've seen carry the ball, catch the ball. A couple of late substitutions. We'll see how this affects things.
Maybe he has a soccer background. Snap is down. Can't quite put it down, and they're going to whistle it dead.
Yeah, his knee was already on the ground. They couldn't get that ball down. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. And what was looking like a promising drive for Ace has come unraveled, and Lancaster Baptist takes over.
It did take a lot of time off the clock. He never had a chance to kick it, though.
Yeah, the ball really never had a chance. The ball never got cleanly put down. Larry, we're getting some wind from folks from North Carolina tuning in tonight as well. So we're going to try to get all 50 states in tonight. We got Keith and Wes, and I got a happy birthday shout out to Dare Carter as well, Larry.
Lancaster Baptist in control. They've got a game they've got to be pretty happy with so far. 18-0. Clock running with 1:49 and counting down.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what direction Coach Alvarez goes here. He's got Peyton in the backfield with Camden. Got Tiago split left. Late substitution again for Ace.
I don't think they're going to play it safe, though. They're very offensive-minded almost all the time. More than Langley. Langley was calling for the ball.
Coach Alvarez goes with the timeout there, and I think it's first he's used tonight, so he's got plenty to spare. Minute and a half left. I'll be very interested to see if they go 2-minute huddle here. No huddle here.
1:33 remaining in the first half. 18-0. Lancaster Baptist on top. Nice drive. by the Academy. Couldn't quite convert, though. They got to about the 11-yard line, I believe.
Larry, I talked to Coach Alvarez, Coach Crockett, a few of the LBS coaches before the game, and I said, well, anything you need us to bring up tonight in the broadcast, and I think you will relate to this, Larry. They said, we want our grandkids to get a shout-out. That's all we care about. So Coach Alvarez's son Reese is watching in Colorado with with Coach Alvarez's granddaughter Quinn. So shout out to Reese and his family. Coach Crockett's got Hallie, Holden, and Harvey watching, along with Luke, Liv, and Blakely watching. So shout out to the coach's grandkids watching.
I want to shout out to anybody in Hellendale, also known as Silver Lake.
Silver Lake, yeah. I was talking to Judge Koffel's dad about the area before the game. He said there's a nice golf course and beautiful area. Here we go. We're back to action.
Lord. Doesn't get the snap. Misdirection and off to the races, being chased from behind and finally wrapped up near midfield. I didn't see how they pulled it off, but De La Polarosa.
Yeah, De Polarosa making his mark here. The Eagles are looking for guys to step up in Emilio Patterson's absence, and Tiago's one of those guys. Really proud of him. He's worked hard. He's been in the program since he was a freshman, and really coming into his own as both a DB and a running back for the Eagles.
Did you see where the snap went? I didn't see it from our angle.
Yeah, I think they did a little misdirection back to Tiago. Kind of a look that Coach Alvarez likes to use a lot.
The clock now says 1:51. I don't know how that could be. It was 1:33 at one point.
Yeah, they must have put more time on there. I missed that as well, Larry.
I'm not sure if that was by design or not. Ward. To Langley, toward the near sideline, cuts inside nicely, now cuts outside. Good recognition, and has the first down and then some.
Great run by Peyton, but really nice block by Gideon Connor on the outside. He blocked Antonio Thomas really nicely to give Peyton a lot of room around the left sideline. Peyton takes it from there, picks up the first, and the Eagles are marching into ace territory.
Langley shows a lot of patience as you run, something that you often don't expect from a running back.
Yeah, and I think Peyton's multi-position familiarity helps him be able to read defenses, obviously the QB background.
Ward the quarterback, Langley to the right. De Polarosa, the lone setback. They tried almost a crisscross, if you will, incomplete.
Yeah, I like the play design. Camden just led him a little bit too far there. Maybe thought Jude was going to be a little further in the route. Probably a timing play. Brings up 2nd and 10 for Lancaster Baptist.
Once again, the Academy needs a stop. 1:37 showing on the clock. I do not know what happened with the clock because it was 1:33 at one point, and then it went up to 1:51.
Only thing I can figure is that timeout. Maybe he had been calling for it, and they realized it and added time back. That's the only thing I can figure.
Would make sense. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ward, 1 setback. Has the snap, looks downfield. Throws for a man that's wide open, and into the end zone is Langley.
Camden is really showing off the arm. Beautiful route by Peyton. It's Peyton Langley from Camden Ward for 6, and the Eagles' air game is on point tonight.
24-0 now. It'll be interesting to see. Once again, the Academy's only real success has been stopping extra points. They're 3 for 3.
And they're not going to bring the kicker out.
Ward lines up over center in more of a pro set. 2 setbacks, Langley and De Polarosa. Fake pitch, throw for the end zone. Not good again.
Still can't get the 2-point conversion. I really like the design, though. They go with the fake pitch, immediate throw. I thought maybe had a little bit more time just to see where Jude was there, but they weren't able to connect. That's been the only thing that's not worked for Lancaster Baptist tonight, but 2-point conversion is no good.
24-0. 1:22 remaining. We'll be back with the rest of the first half after this timeout.
Thank you for tuning into L28. This week in our city. So Keanu Reeves, if you ever watch this, I love the work you do.
And I'm just a big supporter of it. Brianna Herrera from L28, and we are here at the annual AV Fair and Alfalfa Festival.
As you can see yourself, it's amazing. I see a lot of kids here with big smile on their face.
So we're ready for game action. So glad you're with us here on L28.
We are back to the action, making ready for the kickoff. Bounces down at the 15 and out of bounds. It'll be flagged.
Kick goes out of bounds.
I talked to Coach Crockett last week about the kicking game for the Eagles. That's something he works a lot on, and something they've been working a lot with Andrew, and I see Coach Crockett talking to Andrew right now, is directional kicking and making it difficult for the opponents. That time just a little too far to the right. That's the first time he's done it tonight. It's a big improvement from last week, but that'll give Ace the ball in the 25.
Out the 25-yard line.
They've got time.
Do
Do you know how many timeouts Ace has?
I think Ace has used 2. I'm thinking Ace has used 2, Larry, so they should have, I think, 1 remaining.
To Sarah Anderson, $1
So 1 timeout and 1:22 seconds to work with. And again, in 8-man football, things happen fast.
Larry, I'm going to Antonio Thomas 4 straight downs if I'm Ace. He's got a great frame, and I'd throw it up to him and let him see.
Hit from behind and forcing a fumble, and I think Lancaster has it.
What a play. Jude Atherton forces the fumble. Gideon Connor recovers it, and Lancaster Baptist is going to try to get another touchdown here before the half.
First down.
Boy, the last thing the Academy needed there, blindside hit,
Really,
no chance.
Really nice game from Jude. He's doing it on both ends of the field. Larry, this is a guy that played a few snaps here and there last year, but it's really become a big contributor on Lancaster Baptist in his senior year. It's great to see.
Mort came off the sideline with instructions. De Palarosa, the lone setback.
Eagle band sounds good, Larry.
Langley on the right. Mort waits. Keeps it for the moment, then pitches. Pushing forward, close to the end zone. Is he in? I think he's shy of the end zone, but not far from it.
The second time on that exact spot we thought they were maybe in, but they're going to spot him short. There's not a referee on that sideline, so that makes that call really difficult. Second, really short. I'm gonna predict, Larry. Here comes the tush push. Camden Ward's gonna keep it and try to push it in. We'll see if that's what Coach Alvarez has.
Our television audience can see it a lot better than we can. We're looking way off to our left, but our sideline camera gives you a better bird's eye view, if you will.
Shout out to Joe on that.
Ward waits. Bad snap and a loss.
Eagles want a quick timeout.
Snap is.
You know, Larry, I'd be interested to see that one again. It maybe had a little too much heat on it, and it was near the face mask, but Camden may have wanted to get that one. We'll see, though. Nonetheless, the Eagles have to use the timeout with only 23 seconds left. It'll bring up 3rd and pretty long here right before the end of the half.
We have a shout out.
We will go to a brief commercial break with the end of the first half coming right up.
Live. Some viewers, shout out to Sammy, Michael, and Ethan. $1 shout outs available at the concession stand.
I think we've kept it right here. We're still on the air.
Sounds good. I've got Austin Yarbrough. You remember him from last year, number 17.
Absolutely.
Made a lot of plays. He asked me to make sure he shouts out his buddies, Jude and Gideon at tight end and D end, and they are. They're playing really good. Really proud of those two. 85, Gideon Connor, 22, Jude Atherton, both on tight end and defensive end, playing really well tonight.
Just 23 seconds remaining in the half. 24-0. Lancaster came off the sideline early, so they knew what they wanted to do. The defense now.
Trips right again.
Looks to pass. Over the middle. Behind the receiver, incomplete.
I really like that design, Larry. So they got the 3 guys to the right, and they slipped Gideon around the backside there, and I think had something there. Ball he would have liked to caught. And 4th down, we'll see what Coach Alvarez has. I don't think the kicking game is there yet to try to 3-point attempt, so they'll go for it. And about 4th and 11 here.
Mord has the play, onto the field. Camden talks it over with his offense, and here comes 4th down. Last play, he tried to draw them off sides, which would give you an extra play in essence, or maybe a free play. Mord has the snap, looks downfield. Throws for the end zone, man is open. Can Langley get it? I think he's got it. Touchdown.
Beautiful ball. That one mirrored the first touchdown of the game for Lancaster Baptist. Camden dropped that one in the bucket, and it's the passing attack of Lancaster Baptist tonight that's leading the way. You tell me if I'm wrong, Larry. I think that's 4th touchdown of the game for Camden. Peyton as well, I should mention.
The score is 30-0, and Langley's been a part of almost all of it. And here comes a 2-point conversion. Showing run. Little touch pass for the first conversion. And the 2-point conversion.
That looked like the old Tim Tebow jump pass. They draw the defense in, jump up, release Jude out of the from the line of scrimmage, and a really nice call there by Lancaster Baptist to get the 2-point conversion.
They finally convert. Just 9 seconds on the clock here in the first half.
We don't have live statistics available, but I'd love to know how many passing yards Camden has in the first half, how many receiving and rushing yards Peyton has. It's been a really nice first half for the Eagle offense.
32-0 here.
And Julie McCurry.
We'll get ready for another Lancaster Baptist kickoff. Hillquist back. They've tended to kick the ball to bounce in front of them by about 10 or 15 yards to negate a possible run back. Here comes the kick. Far sideline. And tackled at about the 39-yard line.
And that's who I would want to not kick to. Antonio Thomas is an athletic guy out there, and he made a few guys miss, but only was able to get to midfield. So we'll see if they got a Hail Mary in him.
Only 2 seconds on the clock.
Here in the first half. Correction, 2 seconds left here in the first half.
Koppa looks like he's going to go from a pro set. They might just fall on it here.
Yeah, they're not even going to try the Hail Mary.
And the kneel down. The clock didn't start running. It still shows 2 seconds, but I think that should do it.
Bring us to the end of the first half.
That does, in fact, do it for the first half. 32-0, Lancaster Baptist on top. They have dominated out the gate. The only problem area they had the whole first half was not converting 2-point conversions, but they finally got that last one. What do you do? What do you tell your team at halftime?
Yeah, I think Ace had a few positive things there towards the end of the first half. They were able to find a few things with the legs of Judge Koffel, and then a few things by way of the air with Antonio Thomas and Dylan Sagapolu. And I think they've got a group that's going to continue to compete, but really an amazing first half for Lancaster Baptist, especially with the injuries that they have to step up in that way. Like Camden Mord, Peyton Langley, Jude Atherton, Isaiah Banuelos, Tiago DePaula-Rosa, really everybody involved there in a really special first half for Lancaster Baptist.
We'll be back with second half action after this extended timeout. Score 32-0, Lancaster Baptist on top.
Our journey began about
I think for us
10
having
years
some
ago.
of the employers, having
At the time,
people from Lust,
there
people
wasn't a lot of
from
sushi places
MS
in
Aerospace,
Lancaster.
The easiest
employers
way
coming
to
and
thought it
talking
was
to
a
the
great
kids.
idea.
And we actually have, I think,
By saying
Lust
that
is interviewing a few people
it's
like the
right now
doctor for
today.
airplanes.
So
there was
Anything
a lot
that
maybe
can
job
be done
opportunity here
on a
at
human, we
graduation.
can do it on an
Believe in
aircraft.
yourself and push.
It's all
I mean,
about being
don't-
preventative and avoiding catastrophic failure of the aircraft. So that's why it's an important skill set to have at this installation.
Non-destructive inspections, all we do is test the aircraft components as well as the supporting equipment. We are checking for any kind of defects that are in those components to make sure that they're serviceable. So we want to make sure that the serviceability of the parts is good to go. That way we don't jeopardize pilot safety, as well as, you know, the aircraft can return in one piece, and we save money by not swapping out these parts constantly.
Being an aircraft structures mechanic, I got to really get a deep understanding of aircraft structures and their builds. It really sparked my curiosity for the internal and external parts of an aircraft. And I feel that NDI really just opens up that vision for you to see and identify hidden cracks or defects.
Just going from all of my knowledge that I have of knowing how to do x-ray and then learning something new and kind of challenging myself to, okay, let me get it done and do it. The range that you can get from just a regular in-shop day to being on different aircrafts all over, you never know what's going to get thrown at you. And working at Edwards, you never know what tasks are going to be thrown at, just like the B-52. Had no clue that was even coming.
Oh, I feel the greatest joy just knowing that I contributed to that success.
In a sense, the doctors of the plane. We get to see all the things. We get to tell people that, hey, what's broken, what needs to be fixed.
I think for us, having some of the employers, having people from LUS, people from MS Aerospace, employers coming and talking to the kids, and we actually have, I think Lusk is interviewing a few people right now today, so might be job offers today here at graduations. Believe in yourself and push. I mean, don't live your life in regret. If you think you could work a little bit harder, if you think you could do a little bit more, communicate, work as a team, do that. Take a daily inventory to see if could I have been a little bit better today, could I have been a better person, and bring that into the next day.
We are getting ready for the second half. Big first half for Lancaster Baptist, up 32-0.
A lot of people getting a little bit of concession food here at halftime, settling in for the second half. We may get to see a few Eagles on both sides make their debuts tonight. Guys getting some action that work hard all week and maybe don't get a lot of action on Friday night may get in the game here in the second half.
For both squads, sometimes when the score is lopsided, you just play for next week. And the Eagles from the Academy are ready to do just that. Special shout out and thanks to the awesome equipment managers, Peter Hines, Eddie Aguirre, Chandler Mord, John Atherton, and Andres Alvarez. They're the ones that actually had to move our portable press box. It was a tough one.
They're all really good boys. 3 of them have older brothers on the football team. They're all in junior high at Lancaster Baptist. They're doing a good job keeping everybody hydrated and equipped down on the sideline for Lancaster Baptist.
And while we're talking about people that work hard, got to mention Joe Leo, Angel Stephenson, Jacobo Garrido, Chris Saunders, Annabelle Vo, and Jen Seguin, making things happen, bringing you the action here on L28.
An awesome crew. They've been here for several hours in pregame, getting us all set up and ready. And we're super thankful for the team of L28 coming out to Lancaster Baptist tonight.
Getting ready for the kickoff now. The Academy will boot it away. Onside kick, I love it. Recovered nicely by Lancaster Baptist, but I love the fact they tried it.
And the Lancaster Baptist kicker recovers the onside kick from ace to start the second half. Andrew Oriana was the Lancaster Baptist team member who recovered that. Looks like the Eagles are going to keep the whole starting unit here on the field for this first possession. They'll start right around midfield. Larry, I've got viewers from Stillwater, Oklahoma listening tonight. Shout out to Daniel Hardy. We've got Jeremy Black from King, North Carolina. They're all over the country tonight.
We've tripled our ratings. Here comes Lancaster Baptist. Mord, first man through. Langley gets about 7 or 8.
And the tackle propelled him for another yard or 2. Nice positive gain for the Eagles to start the second half.
Around 8 yards on the play. Second down. 2 to go.
Just the start of the third quarter. You'd have to think that Lancaster's going to run more than pass.
Yeah, I think they'll keep it on the ground the majority of this half. We got Aiden White inserted into the game. He's a guy who's coming along as a skill position player for the Eagles.
2 setbacks. Mord gives it to De La Rosa. Off to the races for the moment. No, but dragged down from behind. I thought he was going to get to the outside and beyond, but he was stopped.
Tiago's having a nice game. His workload on offense has seen a major uptick following Emilio's injury, and he's produced it in a big way. I saw his older brother at halftime. I said, how's he playing? He said, he's too slow. I said, hey, he looks pretty fast to me.
Tiago de Palarosa. Ball inside the 20. 2 wide receivers on the left. 2 to the right. Pitch goes backwards, and they're just going to have to take the loss.
I've got to think that was miscommunication. He was expecting maybe Tiago to be in motion because he pitched and there was nobody there. I'm assuming that there was maybe either formation issue or communication issue because the pitch was, there was nobody there to pitch it.
De Palarosa smartly just ate the ball. Second and long.
Larry, I'm hearing we got an upset in week 1 of the NFL. It sounds like the Chiefs are going down to the Chargers tonight.
What's the score?
Game is late in the fourth quarter. Let me see here. Latest score I've got. Chargers final, 27-21. Take down the Chiefs. As a Bengals fan, I like that.
Here comes Mord. Gives to the first man through. It's Langley. Breaks the tackle. Falls forward. Gets some of the loss back.
It's going to be 3rd and short. Lancaster Baptist here. Puts the ball inside the 25 of Ace down to about the 22-yard line. Eagles need to get just past the 20 for a first down.
That AFC West is one tough division. Chargers beat the Chiefs. Here come the Eagles of Lancaster Baptist. 9:33 here in the third period. Coming toward the near sideline. Langley has some running room. all the way into the end zone for the score.
Larry, I totally messed that up. That was 3rd and 12, not 3rd and 2, but it didn't matter. Peyton was finding pay dirt, and touchdown Peyton Langley. A huge night for number 14 for the Eagles. Senior, been a part of this program for 4 years, loves Eagles, grew up watching this team every Friday night, and he's putting on a great performance tonight.
Last year, of course, he started at quarterback at the beginning of the year, switched more to wide receiver and defense, and now, in light of the injuries, is the first string setback.
They're going to try the PAT the traditional way here with Isaac Galan trying to make the kick.
Waiting for the snap. Barely gets it down, gets it up nicely under pressure. He got it.
That's the first made extra point attempt for the Eagles on the season. Good to see Isaac Galan get the PAT for the Eagles. Makes it 39-0.
That's a tough call. You know, Dana Furman was the only person that could decide that kick. And his partner, Matt Berry, wasn't in position to really see much. And it was a good kick, though. 39-0 now. When we hit the fourth quarter, we'll probably have a running clock continuous if the score stays similar to where it's at now. The Academy will get the ball.
Ace has not stopped coaching. Coaches are coaching up their guys on the sideline, still competing here in the second half.
Let's see what they come up with on offense. Hillquest to come back. To receive the kick.
Several Eagles we haven't called tonight yet. We've got John Chesani, Bennett England, Matthew Averbeck, Aiden White, Tim Hallisey, Josiah Green, and James Atherton, along with kicker Andrew Oriana.
Here comes the kick. Hillquest will come and get it. Comes toward the near sideline, cuts inside, hit once, and dragged down at about the 20.
Third time tonight at least that Tim Hallisey has made the tackle for the Eagles in kick coverage. Great to see 32 Tim Hallisey making plays.
Leads him out.
For the Eagles. Ace will take over. First down the 20-yard line.
Judge has had his moments in the first half, even though he's been harassed and hassled and rushed. Had a few good runs, a few good conversions, and he leads them out here with 9:08 remaining in the third period.
Kind of that short shotgun look again.
He keeps it. Wrestled down just beyond the 20-yard line.
Really had nothing there from the start. Multiple defensive linemen for the Eagles in the backfield. Looked like Andrew Oriana was in there. Marcos Ortiz, several guys in on the play.
Marcos Ortiz. No good on the play. Second down, 10 to go.
Ryder Mapes. Koffel with the keeper.
One thing I'll say about Judge Koffel, he's a tough kid, Larry. He's taken several big hits tonight, bounces up each time. Picks up a few yards on that play. Third and long, though, for Ace.
And it's third down.
Ace really missing one of their star skill position guys, Daniel Ford, tonight, and that's shown up on the field for sure.
Mapes back in the game with the play. He's the runner that goes from sideline to the huddle. Call it 3rd and 9. Three wide receivers split to the left. Koffel waits. Looks to throw. Tries to step up in the pocket and can't. Dragged down.
That was Tim Hallisey, who's made a few plays on kickoff coverage. Now gets a big sack for Tim Hallisey. Great play on third down by Hallisey.
Tim Hallisey on the sack for the Eagles.
Got to think they're punting for sure on this one.
Larry, this is really the first meaningful or with some of the ones reps that I've seen Tim Hallisey take in his Eagle career. He's a sophomore, and Tim's got a nice frame. It's good to see him making plays out there.
Hillquest will punt. Josh standing at about the 10. Nobody back. Fake punt. Man open. Will he get there? Oh, unbelievable attempt. Boy, what a perfect situation for a high difficulty factor pass, and they just couldn't quite convert.
You hit it, Larry. That was almost beautiful execution. They threw it up to the big fella, Antonio Thomas. He got his fingertips on it, but wasn't able to reel it in.
Got to give it to Ace. Why not? Tried to convert on the fake punt.
We have a $1 shout out to Lawrence from your brothers.
And confirming that was Hillquest that threw the ball.
You're right, Larry. Yeah, it was Hillquest. They were in punt formation.
Maybe he's their backup quarterback because he threw a pretty good pass.
From mom and family.
Several new Eagles in the game. We got Aiden White, Matthew Averbeck in at quarterback for the first time tonight, Larry.
Waits for the snap out of the gun. Give up the middle. Wrapped up, and I think there's a fumble on the play.
There was. Aiden White coughed it up. And Ace recovers it, Larry.
Ace right back in action.
And I know that's not what Coach Alvarez wanted to see. He's got an opportunity to get some young guys in the game, get them some reps, get them some opportunities. And it didn't look like it was on the exchange, but there was a fumble by Aiden White, and Ace recovered it.
We have a shout out to number 8, Lawrence, your senior year.
Mapes and Koffel in with the play. First and 10. 5:24 remaining here in the third period. 39 zip. Ace trying to get on the board. Koffel waits. We'll see where they spot it.
Taken out by multiple Eagle tacklers. Second down, 10 to go.
Larry, I don't want to point this out, but I'm seeing a little bit of weather possibly in the distance, and I'm wondering if that may come into play. It looks like we've seen a few flashes, and I'm wondering if we may find ourselves in a potential delay here soon.
We're in a metal booth. Koffel. Give off to the left side near the 20-yard line. There's a scrum and finally tackled. Sagapula.
Panuelos on the tackle for the Eagles. And it's third down.
Clock still running, 4:14 remaining in the third period. Hillquest comes in. He can run, and I think he can pass after seeing that attempted fake punt pass. 2 wide receivers split to the right, 2 to the left. Pass formation. Koffel waits. Judge waits for a man in motion. 2 men in motion. No flag. It's a keeper. Falls forward to about the 23-yard line. We are hearing about
Just call a timeout. We'll get you recorded.
lightning in the distance. They at least want to make the referees aware.
Yeah, Larry, we can see it way off to the east of us, and it's hard to tell how close it is, but there's definitely flashes.
Hillquest in punt formation. High snap. And gets it up nicely. Good kick. All the way back to about the 25-yard line and down there.
Hillquist punt goes all the way down to the 25-yard line. Eagles will take over. First down.
Clock is running. Is that running clock even in the third period? I thought it didn't start until the fourth period.
I think it may be when it gets beyond 35 in the second half.
In the second half, all right.
Kesha and Uncle Blaine.
Lancaster Baptist will take over. They're 1-0, trying to go to 2-0. Atherton. Give off, tackle right.
Yeah, Matthew Averbeck in at quarterback, gives it to Tim Hallisey. Hallisey, we've mentioned on defense and special teams, now gets a run on offense.
Shortly on the play, second
So
down.
that was Atherton at the helm.
Averbeck at QB.
Okay.
Matthew Averbeck in at QB, handing it to Tim Hallisey. We've also got Josiah Green, Isaac Alon, looks like maybe Diego Arbizu, Andrew Oriana, several new Eagles in the game. James Atherton.
Averbeck's a junior. Out of the gun. Waits for the snap. Off tackle. Falling forward for just a yard, perhaps.
Yeah, that may have been his first carry of his career. Josiah Green for
Josiah
the
Green
Eagles on the carry.
for the Eagles.
No gain on the
No
play.
gain on the play.
Third down.
Clock still running 1:20 in the third period. Averbeck waits, handles the snap nicely, coming toward the near sideline. They're going for the ball. Stacked up there, oh my goodness.
Way to hold on to it by Tim Hallisey. They were swiping at that football. He picks up positive yardage. It's going to be 4th and short, I think, punt team here for the Eagles, but a nice 6-yard run for Tim Hallisey.
About 3 yards to go.
3 people were reaching in. Atherton will punt. James stands at about the 20. Hillquist back to receive. High snap. He can't handle it. Could be a problem. Oh, and hit hard and down. Big play. Ace is in business.
Larry, I asked Coach Gansky before the game, what defender's name will we call the most? He said 23, Dean Golden, but I think that's the first time I've called his name tonight, and it was a huge play for Ace. They'll take over in Eagle territory and start the 4th.
We're out of time in the third period. Ace will start the 4th with a golden opportunity to get on the board. We'll be back with the 4th quarter after this commercial break.
Shout out to Maggie and Hattie. Maggie.
Thank you for tuning into L28. This week in our city. So Keanu Reeves, if you ever watch this, I love the work you do.
And I'm just a big supporter.
It's Brianna Herrera from L28, and we are here at the annual AV Fair and Alfalfa Festival.
As you can see yourself, it's amazing. I see a lot of kids here with big smile on their face.
So we're ready for game action. So glad you're with us here on L28.
I hope you all enjoyed hanging out with me as much as I did and are looking forward to the next episode of Tiff on the Town.
And this has been
L28 News.
A shout out to Jackson.
We go to the 4th quarter, 39-0, but Ace has got the ball deep in Lancaster Baptist territory, and he'll try to get on the board.
A lot of guys getting their first snaps on defense of the year. We've got Bennett England in there, Diego Arbizu.
They also clarified the lightning situation with the referees, and they're playing. Koffel gonna keep it. Goes toward the far sideline. Looks like he's got an angle. Looks like he's got a shot at the flag. There's a penalty flag, though.
Yeah, Judge Koffel was able to take it around the right side.
The
Late flag, though.
The flag seemed very late. I'm not sure why. Face mask against Lancaster Baptist.
I think he switched that at the very end, Larry, and called it on the offense. I think he just pointed the wrong way. It's hard to tell. But I think they're taking the touchdown off the board.
He pointed at Lancaster Baptist,
Yeah,
but he's going the other
He
direction
did a little
now.
switcheroo. I love to see coaching on the sideline. Coach Hale over there coaching up young Bennett England at defensive end. Lancaster Baptist coaches, Coach Wheatley, Coach Crockett, Coach Karras, Coach Alvarez doing a great job still teaching here late in this football game.
Ball goes back out to about the 28 now. Koffel with Thomas to the left. Mapes as well. Good breaking of a tackle by Koffel.
James Atherton had a chance to bring him down in the backfield but couldn't secure the tackle. Tim Hallisey brings him down, though.
Koffel kind of went a little under, got out of the grasp.
Down, 11 to go.
Call it 2nd and 11. Clock running, 10:43. Passing formation now. Sagapulu. 2 wide receivers left. Sagapulu now into the backfield to block. Koffel looks. Has a man open. It's overthrown and out of the hands.
That's another new Eagle on the field. That's Tim Green. Tim almost came up with an interception. That ball was intended for Antonio Thomas, but it almost landed in Green's hands.
Titus Green, the media director.
You got it. That's Titus's brother. Also Josiah. Tim and Josiah, both brothers of Titus.
Third down and 11. 9:51, clock running. Koffel waits. Man in motion. Koffel looks. Throws it up for the end zone. Got a man there, wide open, and in the end zone for the score.
He was able to dial up Antonio Thomas at the back of the end zone. Thomas is a really good-looking athlete. We've said that all night. And a beautiful ball from Judge Koffel. Judge, jury, and executioner there, Larry.
Ace is on the board. 39-6. I'm sure they'll go for 2.
Yep.
Usually when I see that, all of a sudden the kicker emerges.
And I think that's what
Oh, there it is. I told you.
I did see Reed Cass warming up, though, before the game, and he's going to get his opportunity.
I like it. Snap down, kick is up, and just a little low.
Yeah, just about a foot low.
They had trouble with the snap. He didn't get a good chance to kick that.
Lancaster Baptist 39. Ace 6.
8:41 remaining in the game. They're going to let the clock run. This is a running clock because of the score, 39-6, but Ace has made it on the board.
You are amazing. Love mom and dad.
Shout out to all the listeners and watchers still tuned in with us late here in this ball game, getting to see some of the young guys get opportunities to make plays.
You're watching the action right here on L28.
From Ethan Cox.
I'm Larry Wolf, along with the one and only, the principal, Eric Lee, who does a really, really good job of color commentary. You missed your calling.
I think I've got my calling, but I appreciate it, Larry. I'd love doing this with you. It's a lot of fun, and we're very grateful to have L28 on our campus again tonight and another year of L28 coverage of Lancaster High School football.
You've got multiple callings. Here comes the kick. Tiago waits at about the 15-yard line. Nice kick.
Was.
Tiago gets it at the 5 and slides down at about the 10.
Smart play there by Tiago. No reason to try to force anything. And we'll see. Probably looks like Matthew Averbeck's going to stay in at quarterback for the Eagles. A lot of young guys get an opportunity here.
New Eagles on the field.
Dana Furman and Matthew Perry continue to referee short. I've never seen a game where there's only 2 referees, and they're doing a pretty darn good job.
You know, Larry, there was talk late last week, early this week about potentially having to move the game because of ref shortages. And I think both teams became aware of that, said, hey, we really would like to keep it on Friday night, and that's kind of how this all came about.
Averbeck motions to his players, has what he likes, has the snap. First man through, stacked up at about the 10.
Yeah, Tim Hallisey on the carry for Lancaster Baptist. Short gain on the play.
Second down.
.6:14 and counting. The Academy got on the board. Lancaster Baptist with a long huddle. They could be running out of time. Let's see. Averbeck gets the snap. Coming toward the near sideline, slammed down hard.
Looked like Josh Hillquist.
Was that Hallisey, the ball carrier, and Hillquist, the tackler?
It was, yeah. There's a few guys we should shout out for Ace, Larry. A few guys whose names haven't been called tonight. We got number 17, Nathaniel Ramirez. We've got Ty Espinoza. We've got number 98, Cameron Serrano. A lot of guys for Ace. That number 30. Rolando Clenny Valdez. I hope their families are enjoying watching tonight as well.
They have a young team, too. They lost a lot of seniors, so they're a very young team. Into the end zone. Is that a safety?
I think so, Larry. Yep, that's the call. Dana Furman called safety.
On the play.
On the board again now.
4 minutes, 40 seconds and counting.
That should make it 39-8.
Our score.
A lot of teaching and tape to watch for the young guys in some of these reps, and good learning opportunity hopefully this week ahead for some of these guys.
Plus, it'll be our first time of seeing a punt kickoff, if you will, from the 20-yard line.
As we wrap up tonight's game, fans, don't forget
a few other guys just to mention, Larry. I know we talked about Emilio's injury at length. The Eagles also lost 1 week before the season. One of their best interior offensive linemen, Isaiah Kalika, also a senior. And Isaiah's on the sideline and hoping to potentially return at some point this year, but not anytime soon. And really proud of how he's handled the adversity he's faced as well. Larry, I don't know if you can see it, but he's got a camera in his hands. I think he's on the yearbook staff, so he said if I can't see the field, I'll take pictures of the field. And shout out to him for having just an amazing attitude about that.
And that can be so tough because you get injured in your senior year, and that's it. That's it for your high school career sometimes. And hopefully he'll be back though.
Yeah, we're really hoping he can see the field at some point this year. He's a great young man.
They're going to place the ball on a tee, which is surprising. Usually you have it punted away.
Yeah, there's several other new Eagles too. We've got Jackson Himes, 66, Elijah White, 46. John Chesani, number 3 as well. Several new Eagles on the field. And it'll be Isaac Galan in place of Andrew Oriana kicking off.
Onside kick through the legs of one player. And smartly they fall on it. I do believe Ace has it.
Larry, I'm not going to lie to you. I did not know you could onside kick after a safety. I'm not even sure how that works.
I'm surprised they used a tee at all. Usually you expect a punt.
89, Corey Castro also in the game here.
Clock continues to run. Second broadcast of the year. We had St. Genevieve's and Antelope Valley High School. Tonight, Lancaster Baptist against the Academy. Ace with the ball, 1st and 10.
Couple of Eagles getting their very first action. I see sophomore Corey Castro, number 89 in the secondary.
Kaufler remains in the game. Nice breaking of a tackle and off to the races. Sagapulo. I thought he was stopped, and he's all the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, he was bottled up in the backfield, shook free, took it around the right side, and had enough speed to put it in for Ace. And Ace getting a little momentum late in the game to take home with him.
He's got a big body, and he's fast to boot. He was hit hard, broke the tackle, off to the races, and scores.
They're going to try the extra point again.
39-14. Fake, but whistles. Furman calls for the ball. The clock is running. It's no good. The score remains 39-14.
Big shout out to former Eagles in attendance tonight's game. We have a shout out to 55.
That might be where it ends. The clock is running. We might have one more play.
Yeah, I think this may be the last play, Larry. We'll see if they get this kickoff.
8 seconds. There's the whistle. Here comes the kick. They get it off with 2 seconds remaining. And falling down on the ball smart. I like it. That will do it. Final score 39-14. The Eagles of Lancaster Baptist defeat the Academy Eagles.
Eagles 39, Ace 14.
It was a really quick second half with the running clock. Lancaster Baptist moves to 2-0 on the season. Ace moves to 1-2. Lancaster Baptist will head on the road next week for the first time as they take on Cornerstone Christian in Wildomar.
Both teams now shaking hands at the 40-yard line midfield. Want to remind you, Angel Stephenson is on the field. She's probably going to talk with Coach Alvarez Jr., I do believe. Once again, the game dominated in the first half. It was 32-0 at halftime. Second half, a little more excitement and some good scoring action by both Eagle squads. Sagapulo with that big touchdown to make it 14. And that's where we have our final, 39-14, Lancaster Baptist over the Academy.
Really excited to hear from Coach Alvarez. Larry, he's in his 11th season as our head coach. He's brought incredible consistency and continuity to the program. He's built a culture. He's developed a system. And the Eagles have had a lot of success during his tenure. Look forward to hearing what he has to say to Angel.
Last time, thanks to our crew, Joe Leo, Angel Stephenson getting ready for her interview, Jacobo Garrido, Chris Saunders, Annabelle Vo, Jen Segwin. We will be back with post-game interviews, Angel Stephenson, after this extended timeout.
Okay, cool.
Guys, we are here with head coach Alvarez. Coach, you guys are 2-0 now. How are you going to keep that momentum rolling throughout the rest of the season for you and the boys?
Yeah, we've got to clean up the mistakes. I mean, we've got bad snaps on punts. We're a little slow on the PAT. We've got to eliminate those mistakes. You know, I told them before the game, you know, you've got to minimize the mistakes to maximize the potential of the outcome of the play. And we had a good game. I mean, you're always happy when you walk off the field with the win, but at the same time, you've got to look back and say, we gave up. I mean, we left 7, 8, 9, 10 points maybe on the board because of missed 2-point conversions, PATs, snaps over our head. So we play a really good team next week, and we're going to have to really tighten those things up starting Monday.
Well, Coach, like you said, super impressive game tonight. What impressed you most about the way the players played?
They were eager to play. You know, we won last week, lost a player to injury, and that was kind of, you know, that was a downer. So to be able to come out and kind of take the energy from that and to use it as a motivation to play for, you know, our teammate, our brother, and come out and really just work hard and see how much can we get better from game to game. And I think we made improvements, but we're not anywhere where we want to be. And so we've got to just come out, like I said, on Monday and keep moving forward.
Well, Coach, it's like the saying goes, practice makes you perfect. Great job tonight, you and the boys. Good luck on the rest of the season. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for coming out. Appreciate it.
Guys, don't go anywhere. Coming up, we have exclusive interviews with a dynamic duo. Oh, speak of the duo, and they shall appear. Guys, great game tonight. You guys absolutely crushed it. You're a dynamic duo. What was kind of going through your head when you were scoring touchdowns?
I don't know. We were just like practicing what we've been doing all week, so that's basically it. Just we connect, we got that chemistry, so yeah.
Yeah, I just want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I couldn't do anything without him. I also want to thank my linemen. Can't do anything without them. And yeah, we just practiced all week, practiced hard. We just went out and executed, so that's all we did.
Guys, you play a great team. Your coach told me next week. What's your strategy going into that game?
We just got to fix the mistakes, that we made this game. We played well, but we definitely got to improve and just work hard this week and, just give it our all this week so we can get a good win next week.
Yeah, I think we played a great game, but we can definitely improve in a lot of areas, special teams, stuff like that. But I think if we just treat it as any other game, I think we'll come out swinging and we'll win.
Well, guys, we here at L28 wish you the best of luck on the rest of your season. Great job again tonight. You absolutely crushed it. Guys, thank you for tuning in. This is L28 Sports. Keep it locked in by subscribing to the City of Lancaster's YouTube channel at City of Lancaster. Hit that notification bell and receive a notification every time a new live stream begins. Guys, congratulations. We're going to smile. We're going to wave. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
You're watching L28.
You're watching L28 Sports.
Let's hear it. Yes, sir.